He's gonna become garbage, and then I'm gonna make a video on it, is what happened with internet anarchist and Cenat. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Beyblade. Today we're gonna be talking about Cenat and the internet anarchist. I'm positive that a decent majority of you guys already know what this video is basically about. Y'all brought it to my attention that internet anarchist made a banger video on Cenat's downfall, and y'all must have known that I really don't like Cenat at all, which is good. I'm glad y'all be paying attention. You know, y'all get bonus points for that one. But yeah, y'all must have already knew that I don't like Cenat. So this is going to be a real entertaining and satisfying watch for me. Pause, major pause on that. Yeah, major pause on that one. I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. You already know we got to do the synopsis of the mission before we get into the rundown. Like I said earlier, some of y'all already know who these people are and what the situation is, but there's some of you guys that don't know who these people are and don't know what the situation is. And because I'm such a nice fucking person, like the video and subscribe or else. Anyways, like I was saying, since I'm such a nice fucking person, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, give y'all a quick debriefing on these two people. Cenat is a loser ass YouTuber that made subpar content and now streams regularly on Twitch. Alright, boom, now that we got his lore out of the way, we can move on to internet anarchist. He makes such lovely, intellectually advanced, informational videos about trending things on the internet. Things such as, remember James Charles? His life is ruined now. And classical bangers such as the satisfying downfall of Amy Schumer. Oh no, we can't forget the amazing accomplishment of what happened to Nikocado Avocado. Alright, boom, now that we got their lores out of the way, we can move on to the wacky. I'm almost positive that I made it very clear with the lorical breakdown. I think that's a word. If not, I made it up on the spot and y'all now gonna find it in every dictionary on planet Earth. Anyways, to keep the P pushing, y'all can very clearly see that I don't like Cenat. Now, this isn't really a therapy session, but in case anybody was wondering, which I'm pretty sure no one is because I'm not anyone of anybody, I just don't like him for a few reasons, mainly because the content is just so fucking lame. Now, I know that seems like a very mean thing and insensitive thing to say, considering that content is subjective and made for genuinely just a bunch of different people. But even then, I don't know, I feel like you just gotta get objective at some point and just realize, hey, some of this shit's just straight garbage. And then another reason why I don't like Cenat is that he's just fake as fuck, and you could just always tell. Like, if you can even somewhat read people, you can just immediately tell. I'm not sitting here trying to act like I'm the one girl from Cyberpunk, Jackie's girlfriend. I completely forgot her name for some reason. I think it's like Rudy. I don't know. It might not be that, probably. Point is, I'm not sitting here trying to lay out tarot cards just to like read someone's fortune or anything. Like, I don't think I'm some type of divine human. I don't know. I feel like you could just look at a 30-minute segment or clip, whatever you want to call it, of Cenat, and you could just tell that nothing he does is genuine, except for when he claps and screams around because he got like crazy money or something. All right, with all that being said, I'm gonna finish up yapping and we can get into this reaction. Bars, I don't know, somebody might have to sign me. Now, Cenat has been on a decline as of recently in terms of viewership and relevancy and all types of stuff, despite his bitch ass getting a fucking Fortnite skin. I'm sorry, I was just really salty about how long that was in the fucking shop. And they made the Mercedes AMG a fucking sports car. Look at this shit, it has 4 doors, 4 big ass doors, make it a fuck. But yeah, internet anarchist made a video on his downfall as of recently and why he's so hated, and today we're going to be going over that. Now, a few things before I get into the video. I'm not going to be playing this thing in its entirety. On top of that, the video will be sped up because I'm not about to steal his video. Go watch his if you want to watch it. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all the video and stop yapping before y'all crash out.
For a large portion of his current fans, Kai is someone who came out of nowhere and was dominating the streaming space in no time. To them, he was an overnight success, effortlessly outshining everyone else in the streaming world. This perception has led many, including Kanye West, to label him as nothing more than an industry plant.
You know, we out here stepping away from Adidas, like the shit that Kai sent to Mike. That's some industry plant shit. He gonna be talking shit about my pants.
So he's an industry plant.
Of course, he's the opposite. Total. Fucking that exact genre is the most industry plant.
However, while that's still a possibility, the idea that Kai came out of nowhere couldn't be further from the truth. Because in reality, Kai's been trying to become a successful content creator since 2015, when he was just 13 years old. He started with sketches and random videos on Facebook and Instagram before making his way to YouTube in 2018.
I just want to say that it's extremely crazy that even Kanye doesn't like Mr. Cenat. To be fair though, Kanye's kind of weird with it, and by kind of weird with it, I mean extremely fucking delusional. Amen. man, same man. At least he had enough common sense to realize that Kai is just straight garbage. Also, what's up with him dancing in the middle of the class? Like, where's the fucking teacher? I swear to heebie-jeebies, motherfuckers be doing everything but they schoolwork. Also, I'm not sure what school he went to, but it couldn't have been that good considering that they just straight up let him wear sunglasses. Although, I don't know, maybe that's just because the fucking teacher was gone.
He didn't see much growth in the years leading up to his YouTube debut, but that didn't stop him from trying again on a new platform. You see, Kai didn't see much financial stability growing up. He was raised by a single mother doing her best to make ends meet. Their family was even forced to stay at a homeless shelter at one point.
He was in the shelter, bro. I don't tell nobody that. I still have shelter sheets in my crib in New York.
So in his mind, making it big on the internet was his only chance at attaining a better life for himself and his family. And after a few more years of hard work, it paid off. He became close friends with another like-minded YouTuber named Phenom, which in turn allowed him to become part of the AMP group. This was a big break Kai had been looking for the past 5 years. He reached nearly 370,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and was consistently getting around 200,000 views per video. This growth also gave him the confidence to go all in and drop out of college the same year as well.
I understand not having anything and, you know, growing up with not a lot of money and all types of stuff like that. I'm not saying that my parents were in a bad position by any means. If anything, honestly, we were in a really good position. I genuinely got whatever I wanted for crib meal. That's Christmas, in case y'all wasn't able to understand what I was saying. And if y'all didn't, honestly, I understand. But yeah, I get not having a lot of, you know, getting a lot of money all of a sudden and, you know, just wanting to be able to flex it and all types of shit. But I don't know, flexing it to the degree that he does is crazy. And I'm not talking about the people that just post videos, hey, look at my cool new car. You know, I've been slumming it out with a piece of shit car and, you know, look at my cool car. I'm talking about the like Rice Gum, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They hop on camera and they literally put Yeezys to their head. If I can find that one random dude from the UK, I'll put him up on the screen.
My shoes cost more than your whole outfit, so yeah, Yeezy.
Exactly, that guy right there. Hey, I'm gonna sound dumb as fuck if I can't find a clip. That's just a side rant I wanted to go on real quick. I really just find people like that just straight up obnoxious, because it's never even like, oh, I have this cool stuff, let's talk about something the fuck else. It's always about how much cool stuff they have.
He later transitioned to live streaming on Twitch in February 2021, and it was only uphill from there. He rose through Twitch's ranks over the next couple of years, becoming a fairly well-known figure on the platform by 2023, with his viewership lying somewhere between 200,000 to 300,000 live viewers every stream. This on its own was insane growth for someone who essentially came from nothing and worked for years to reach this level.
This realistically is probably as much credit as I can give Kai Cenat for his growth on Twitch. Internet Anarchist then goes on to talk about Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon, which I think is just a fucking stupid thing. Not like the concept or anything, just the name. Like, I'm pretty sure we're all aware of what a mafia is, you know, hardened criminals, real thugs, you know, thug down to the bone. They probably don't even eat ice cream. Kai Cenat is definitely not thug down to the bone. Like, not even in the slightest.
With over 326,000 peak subs by the end of February. And while he lost this title to Iron Mouse a few months later, he came back even stronger with Mafia-thon 2 in November of 2024, and ended up taking the #1 spot back with over 728,000 paid subs to his name.
Just another funny little tidbit about me. I despise the fucking VTuber people. The only reason I don't hate on them as much is because I genuinely don't know why I don't like VTubers. But that's besides the point. I don't like VTubers like I was saying, but I'd much rather a VTuber be #1 on Twitch than Kai Cenat. I genuinely would feel like the VTuber deserves it more, because at least then they gotta put on the camera, then like activate the software. That's like 2 extra steps. I gotta give him credit where credit's due.
Kai's downfall isn't the result of one massive controversy that tanked his career. Instead, it's the result of many smaller mistakes and a shift in his priorities, eroding the trust people had in him over time.
I knew I was forgetting a reason as to why I didn't like him, and this was one of the major reasons as well. He also promised to build a school in Nigeria and just never built it, never put any plans in action or anything, it seems like. And it's not just like this particular situation where I'm like, oh my god, this is the most evil thing he's ever done. It's just the fact that he lies a lot and makes a lot of promises that he doesn't keep. Much like me saying there was gonna be a video yesterday. My bad, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I ended up falling asleep super fucking early. I want to say it was like 8 or 9 or something.
Now, Kai has made plenty of blunders over the years, from teaming up with Mr. Beast to fake setting fireworks off inside his house, to getting temporarily banned from Twitch on 9 different occasions. Then there was the disaster he caused in New York City in August of 2023, when he promised an in-person PlayStation 5 giveaway to his millions of fans without any preparations. The result was a large unruly crowd that quickly turned into a full-blown riot.
New York police say Cenat promised his more than 6 million Twitch followers that he would have free PlayStation 5s to give away at this event.
Kai was even arrested and charged with the crime of inciting a riot.
I'm not even sure how I forgot about this one. I think I was extremely tuned out to whatever bro was doing at the time, because I remember people talking about it, but I don't remember exactly like when it happened. Or not when it happened, but what I was doing when it happened. And then there's the thing with the fake firework going off. That just looks like an AI generated video. Like it looks like it was put in after the fact or something. I don't know. But like the reaction was just way too ass. Especially if y'all have seen like Cenat clips before, y'all know how much he be jumping and screaming around like he's genuinely a baboon. YouTube, I swear to Jesus, I mean just like acting bonkers and crazy, not because of the skin tone that he has. I am a skin toned like Cenat as well, so I'd be insulting myself. That's how you know it's not racially charged. There we go. Now I'm hoping that he's gonna go and talk about the him teaming up with Mr. Beast thing, because I'm not sure why that's bad. Like what they do, I don't really recall anything terrible happening with Mr. Breast as of recently, at least, other than people like trying to call him out for weird stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not in tune with the Mr. Beast lore. He's been doing all types of everything, and most of the time it's just nothing. It'll just be like some random ass person on Twitter saying something and then deleting their account.
However, while some of these missteps resulted in noticeable backlash, like when he invited convicted domestic abuser Chris Brown onto his stream during Mafia-thon 2, or when he and his crew nearly ended the lives of 2 innocent animals during other streams, none of these mistakes really impacted his career in a negative way in the long run.
Okay, I'm glad I watched this clip a couple times because I didn't understand what was going on. Specifically the clip with, I think that was Drewski reaching his hand into a box of what I think is a frog. I'm no scientist or biologist. I'm pretty sure both of those things don't do anything with animals, but nonetheless, y'all get the point. I'm not a major person of scientific studies or anything, but I think that was a frog. And the other animal was very clearly just straight up a bird. Also, why is there no outrage about this? Like, he flipped a fucking frog and then damn near almost killed a bird. Like, can we, like, is anyone gonna say anything? PETA, where are you? Oh, but God forbid GTA 6 have animals that you can accidentally run over. PETA will genuinely take a private jet to Rockstar headquarters with a bomb. Sorry, PETA just be really weird sometimes, and I don't like them either. I don't like a lot of corporations. But to bring it back, because as always, I'm always getting a little too ahead of myself. Why did he have Chris Brown on his Twitch stream? I was gonna say podcast for a second, but Twitch stream. Like, I just don't understand what type of positive exposure he wanted from that. Most people still don't like Chris Brown for what he did to, who was it, Rihanna? But yeah, just overall, he does some of the stupidest shit. And I'm pretty sure Cenat is old enough to know that, this is just going back to the like riot thing. I'm pretty sure he's old enough to know that his fan base is made up of majority kids, YNs as they like to call themselves. Hey, it's not, I didn't say that, they did. But like, surely inviting what is essentially a gigantic group of YNs to a PlayStation giveaway is gonna result in some violence.
The attached clip was from YouTuber Go With Ali, who visited Makoko a month earlier and featured a dilapidated school and orphanage in his video. An important thing to note here is that the facility shown in this video was completely unrelated to the one Kai promised to rebuild. KickChamp, whether by mistake or on purpose, framed it as if Ali was visiting the same school to highlight the supposed lack of progress. However, while the clip was misleading, the question this viral tweet brought up was not.
So Internet Anarchist ends up going a little bit deeper on the Nigerian school that Cenat said he wanted to help build, or just build from the ground up. And I'm pretty sure I said this when I made my video on Cenat, but there was a video that was floating around of a YouTuber supposedly going to the school that Cenat said he was gonna like fix up or whatever, and it was just dilapidated as shit. But that ended up being like just straight up not the same building at all, not even close. But it did, you know, make people wonder what the fuck was going on.
Why hadn't Kai shared any update on the project he promoted over a year ago? What made the backlash from this even worse was the fact that Kai didn't donate a single penny to Mr. Beast's Team Water fundraiser, which promises a year of clean water for one person for every $1 donated. This is the biggest fundraiser Mr. Beast has ever done, with thousands of creators, including ourselves, not only donating, but also encouraging our communities to chip in as well. Kai, however, has remained radio silent on the matter. He didn't even pick up Mr. Beast's call when he tried to ask him about it during a charity stream.
See if he answers. Yeah, no answer. We tried GG.
I have to say this is probably one of the biggest things that made people just not like Kai Cenat, because I didn't even know that Mr. Beast was like on stream, like trying to call him to see what was going on with the donations. Well, not what was going on, but if he was going to donate at all. I made it seem like he sent a fucking crew to his house to fucking obliterate him if he didn't give at least $1. Also, this screenshot right here, this clip just has to be the most crazy crossover ever. There's Mr. Breast, Aiden Ross, I almost forgot his name, and XQC. I also love how XQC immediately started fucking laughing after Kai didn't pick up, because he probably just knew that that wasn't going to happen.
Aiden also offered to match Kai's donation 1-to-1 if he pledges $400,000 to the cause.
If Kai donates 400K, I'll go 400K. If Kai doesn't go 400K, I still got 100.
But this was met with the same silence from Kai as well, which combined with the lack of updates on his personal charity project does not look good for Kai. As a disappointed viewer puts it, first he doesn't donate to Team Water, and now he's scamming his supporters absolutely shameless. That said, there are many who defend Kai regarding the Team Water situation, pointing out that charity is and should always be completely voluntary, and Mr. Beast calling him out on stream to peer pressure him wasn't a good idea to begin with. On the other hand, however, those who believe that Kai should have donated long before the situation reached this point, especially since he's more than happy to flaunt his wealth every chance he gets, and even got into an argument with XQC about which one of the two was richer.
And I know he gonna see this, and don't try to watch flexing shit with me, because we can do whatever you want to do. Watch for watch, house.
Oh no. Both hands in the air. I got AMP's entire net worth on a 1 USB stick and some safety deposit box somewhere. Okay, buddy? We're not gonna go there.
Now, I agree with some people to a certain extent. You know, he doesn't have to donate. And I've said this before in some of my videos. You know, people aren't obligated to donate, especially like rich people, if they're not even involved as well. But I don't know, man. You got people sitting here saying, hey, if you'll donate this, I'll match you or whatever. And he just doesn't respond. I think the part that really fucks people up is the fact that he just sits here and flexes all this shit and then wants to go band for band with XQC, but he can't even throw down like $1,000 for Team Waters. It's just kind of like a, wow, really? That's how you feel? I couldn't stop laughing when XQC was talking about some damn, I have all of AMP House's net worth on a USB in a safe. Or at least I think that's what he said. Most people can't really understand XQC most of the time. I feel like I'm one of them.
Now, one valid reason some fans have brought up to explain Kai's absence from the Team Water charity is that he wants nothing to do with Aiden Ross, which is a whole can of worms that's also one of the reasons behind people calling him a fake poser.
I've never ran my own charity or anything before, but I'm almost positive you don't need to be involved with the other people donating to donate. So I'm not sure what type of mental gymnastics this Kai Cenat viewer was on when he tried to make up this excuse. Like, you can just say like, yeah, he just didn't want to do it. But like, let's say if Kai Cenat, for instance, was donating to something and I wanted to donate to it as well, I'm not going to sit here and not donate just because he's doing it.
He went from genuinely trying to help his friend to capping about being happy for his unban.
Congratulations, that shit is so crazy. I hit him up.
Yeah, that's nuts. Cause I remember when Aiden texted Kai and was like, yo, could you say something about this? This is unfair. How Hassan get unbanned after one day for saying somebody should be killed? And I didn't get unbanned. And this nigga Kai didn't even reply to Aiden.
He started ignoring anything relating to Aiden.
W Kai, man, W Kai. Call Kai. I'm gonna call Kai. He's probably just in the middle or something, you know what I mean? He's streaming. Yeah, that's cool.
W's. GB sticker of Kai.
Like, come on, y'all can't tell me this is some of the fakest shit you've ever seen. If what bro said was right and Aiden tried reaching out to Kai and Kai just didn't respond, then I mean, yeah, no, I don't know what else to say. Like, how can you actually even almost defend that? And then there's just a blatant clip of Aiden Ross trying to like get in contact with Kai and he just doesn't answer. And then he sees the clip and just keeps scrolling, talking about W Chibi sticker.
He was relentlessly pestering Aiden to include him in his streams. A fan summarized this perfectly on Twitter, stating, so Kai completely tricked off of Aiden and now just acts like he doesn't exist. How weird, considering Aiden made Kai. The thing is, Aiden and his community don't have the best reputation at this point. There are many straight up racists in his chat who start throwing slurs anytime a black person appears on stream. Kai also claimed that he stopped talking to Aiden because his manager called him the N-word.
Tom is a white man, by the way. He proceeds to say, from Nike to McDonald's, but bro, keep it real, bro. Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga?
I never knew that Kai was sitting there basically just begging for a fucking shout out from Aiden Ross of all people. And the craziest part is Aiden was like, you know what, sure, and then damn near built his entire starter following, and now Kai just acts like he doesn't exist. I don't understand how anyone can defend this dude at all. Like, the proof is genuinely in the pudding, and I don't even really like pudding all like that. My bad, I had an aneurysm in the middle of that sentence.
When it comes to Jinxie, there was no excuse for what he did, which in turn only added more fuel to the hate coming his way.
After the Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross falling out, Internet Anarchist then goes on to talk about Kai Cenat and Jinxie, which you guys already know, if y'all been on my channel and y'all know me, I already covered. Just a super fucked up situation where, if I'm not mistaken, you know, from watching this video right here through the grapevine, Kai went to Jinxie saying, hey, let's set up a tournament. And then Jinxie was like, yeah, sure, cool. But then when everything started, the evil happened. He just started getting ignored. Kai ran off and did like some IRL stream. It was just all fucked up. Like I said, I already did a video on this, so if y'all want to go watch that, y'all can. After that, Internet Anarchist brings up the situation that happened with XQC and Kai Cenat, where XQC called out one of his friends for botting because he had like 2 fucking views one day, then 1 million the next day. But again, if I'm not mistaken, I swear I've done a video on that as well. You know, I take that with a grain of salt. I ain't been uploading constantly for a minute, and you know, I'm back now, but I'm pretty sure I made a video on that already, so y'all should just go watch that instead. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video because this shit is long as hell. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a 30 fucking minute video. I'm not even done editing. I seen y'all laughing while y'all was doing stuff. Can I do stuff? Oh, cool, I'm doing stuff. Oh shit, I'm doing it. Anyway, since y'all was laughing, I seen y'all laughing, y'all might as well make the big red button, the big gray button, sub to the channel where you can stay up to date with the newest shit. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye bye. What's good? Welcome back to the special outro. I hope you enjoyed the video. I assume you did since you made it to the special outro. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, don't even think about disliking the video. And yeah, if you want more me, more wacky, go to my Twitch. That's twitch.tv/JoshVHS. Again, my bad for not uploading last night. I was supposed to. I fell asleep what seemed to be super early. I don't even actually remember what time, but yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the reaction. I don't know if I wanted or intended on making it this long, but yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say other than Bladers, thank you for your time, and remember to let it rip.